The first step towards becoming a better singer is to know where you're going wrong, so that you can take the right action to correct it. So today I'm going to walk you through the 9 most common singing mistakes that we've all committed at some point of time. Let's take a look. You'll be surprised to know that most of our singing mistakes are not because of our voice, but because of our ear. We listen to something, we try to sing it, we think we are correct, but we are not. That's because our ear is not trained to recognize the notes correctly. Now, some people have a natural ear for music, but for most of us, we do need some amount of training and exercises to sharpen our ear and recognize notes better. A very common mistake is to sing without warm-ups. In fact, many singers try to warm up their voice by singing songs, which is definitely not the right way. Because songs don't move in an orderly fashion. It's very random, right? It goes up and down. So what happens is our vocal cords tend to get shocked and strained. So the only right way to warm up is through exercises where you gradually introduce one note at a time and give your vocal cords the time to slowly adapt to them. As a singer, you should know your exact vocal range. Now, some people say my range is G sharp or my range is 6, probably because they've been singing on that scale throughout. But that's not how you define your range. The word range means it has 2 ends, right? So you need to know exactly which note is your lower end and which note is your upper end. Singing is not the only thing we do with our voice, right? We talk, we laugh, we shout, we cry, all using the same voice. So we cannot expect that when we start singing, suddenly our voice just resets and becomes back to normal. If you've strained your voice during the rest of the day, it will definitely affect your singing as well. So if you are the chatty types, then you might want to watch your vocal cords and give them some good rest before you start singing. One thing we rarely notice as singers is the way we use our lower jaw. Now when we sing vowels like A, E, we tend to tighten up the lower jaw, and there's a lot of tension in this entire region. So you need to learn certain exercises which can help you freely drop your jaw so that you can sound more open and relaxed. Breathing for singers is very different from the normal breathing that we do. Now, breathing affects literally every aspect of a song. It affects your pitch, your voice tone, your stability, your strength, your vocal range, and whatnot. So we cannot manage with the same breathing technique that we've been following since we were born, right? Now, singers need to learn very specific techniques that will help them support and control their breath during a song. Another common mistake we make is that we sing all the notes of our range using the same vocal technique. So as we go higher up the range, we find it difficult and we start shouting. So you need to know the concept of vocal registers and understand how the vocal technique changes from chest voice to mixed voice to head voice. I hate to break this to you, but there are some foods that are really bad for singers. Some of them induce phlegm in the throat. Some of them dehydrate the throat. And the more and more we consume these products, our voice starts losing its quality. And after that, no matter how much we try, it becomes very difficult to get back to normal. And yes, lack of water again is the singer's biggest enemy. We all know that practice is very important for a singer, but how many of us have a fixed practice regime every day? How do you start your practice? How do you warm up your voice? How do you move into your song practice? And then how do you cool down after your singing? Unless we do all this in a systematic way, we will not really see the results that we expect. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're able to relate to any of these 9 mistakes, then do check out my complete voice culture course on the VoxGuru app. We've uploaded the beginner and intermediate levels, and it addresses pretty much all that I've spoken about and more. So do check out the app and let me know your experience. Until next time, bye!